awesome to make a super autumn video, and here we are in this wonderful pumpkin place. So, we're gonna be carving some pumpkins tonight, and I will be telling you some interesting facts about jack-o'-lanterns and Halloween in general. I love autumn, I love it so much, and I hope this atmosphere will transfer to you as well. I hope you like this video and enjoy. I love how it looks right now, and I don't really want to spoil anything here because it's just perfect. Let's just pretend that this is the natural field of pumpkins here. Hello, Mr. Cole. How are you doing? It's gonna be our guest here. So, shall we start carving them? Just look at them. Look how they look. They are amazing. Okay. I love the birds sounds here. Later on, we'll try to get the rain. So I've installed the texture pack called Autumn Tweaks. I guess that was the name of it. Oh, look at this one. It's so goofy. But usually, yeah, usually it's singing with some like costumes, or maybe even with some like additional stuff like the goat figure or something like that. And you just go sing, and they have to treat you with something. But again, it's not on Halloween; it's on Christmas. Usually, is it usually for the Christmas Eve or not? But as a kid, I always loved. I like every kid is waiting for this evening to go and get some money, because actually, as a kid, you could make a lot of money, because sometimes like grandparents or like some uncles, they didn't have time to buy some candy, so they just give you money. And this is even better than trick-or-treating, because as I understand, on trick-or-treating you just receive the candies. Give me money, okay? Yeah, and so for some of the kids, if this is like the family tradition to go and trick-or-treating, they really, really wait for this day of the year, because they could make nice money. I used to make some money on that, and of course, like some candy, of course. But the money is just something else. Kids are used to make business from the childhood. So yeah, but hopefully one day I will observe at least this trick-or-treating thing. I just want to see how it looks like. I don't even need to participate in it. I just want to see it. The most exciting thing of like from the videos on the internet about the Halloween is the house decorations. I remember one year it was like, I don't remember, maybe 5 years ago, 8 years ago, there were a lot of videos on the most insane decorations for the houses, like this light music, like some insanely incredible like spider webs, some mannequins. It just blows my mind how people like treat this evening and take it just that seriously to make the whole house decorations. I think for the Christmas it works as well. Like people as well decorate a lot. But for Halloween, I just like horror thing. I'm just into it. So yeah, Halloween was always like a miracle for me. Okay, the Jack-o'-lantern legend is also a very fascinating thing. Because it's an Irish legend, as I remember correctly, and there was a man, Stingy Jack, who invited the devil to have a drink with him, but he didn't want to pay for the drink and convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin. But instead of buying the drink, he took the coin, he put it inside the pocket next to a silver cross to prevent the devil from taking shape again. And after that, Jack promised to leave devil if he leaves him for a year without claiming his soul. So he placed this goal inside a carved out turnip, and he has been roaming the earth ever since. And I know that people in Ireland and Scotland, they carved their own jack-o'-lanterns out of turnips, potatoes, beets. It's so amazing. And then the tradition traveled to the United States. So people use their like pumpkins that were native to North America. And yeah, this legend is just amazing. By the way, if you are celebrating Halloween in your country, what's your favorite costume to wear? Because I have the list of the most Google costumes for 2022, and the most, like, maybe you'll find your own costume in it, but the most like popular costumes are witch, Spider-Man, dinosaur, Stranger Things. Why Stranger Things? I still have no idea. Maybe they like put on some Nancy skins or what? Demogorgon. Have you ever seen a Demogorgon costume? So the next one is fairy, pirate, rabbit. Why rabbit? Like rabbits are an Easter thing, you know? Well, maybe if you have a rabbit that like is covered in blood or something, then it makes sense, yeah. Then cheerleader, cowboy, Harley Quinn, and clown. And these are just the classic Halloween costumes that never go out of style. But I'm really surprised that there are no Michael Myers or Ghostface. For me, they like the perfect thing to wear for Halloween, no? On the other hand, the most popular pet costumes, they are pumpkin, of course. Just dress your cat into a pumpkin. Just must have a hot dog. I can't imagine a cat being a hot dog or a dog. A bat, bumblebee, and a witch. Well, I never saw a hot dog costume for a bat. Maybe it just looks amazing. Have you ever dressed your own pet into something? Into costume? I've never did this. noises like this one. So, yeah, this spooky story is from Reddit. Story number 1. The puppy in the basement. Mommy told me never to go in the basement, but I wanted to see what was making that noise. It kind of sounded like a puppy, and I wanted to see the puppy. So I opened the basement door and tiptoed down a bit. I didn't see a puppy, and then Mommy yanked me out of the basement and yelled at me. Mommy had never yelled at me before, and it made me sad and I cried. Then Mommy told me never to go in the basement again, and she gave me a cookie. That made me feel better, so I didn't ask her why the boy in the basement was making noises like a puppy, or why he had no hands or feet. This was marked as super creepy on Reddit. Story number 2. I remember telling this story to everyone when I was a bit younger, but this one actually is really creepy. So, the dad was tuckling his boy to sleep. He kissed him goodnight, but before leaving, the boy asked him, "Daddy, can you check for monsters under the bed, please?" He was like, "You're pretty old to be scared of monsters." But he decided to check for the monsters to just calm his son for a little bit. But under the bed, he saw his son that was whispering to him, "Dad, there is someone on my bed." I remember telling this story actually to everyone I know when I was a bit younger, and every time this story hits in the right place. Yeah, this one. Actually, usually the shorter stories, but like with a good twist, they hit differently. Story number 3. It's also a short story. I woke up to hear knocking on glass. At first, I thought it was the window, until I heard it come again from the mirror. Story number 4. It also was on Reddit. In high school, my friends and I were messing around with a Ouija board one night. We had done it before and nothing remarkable had ever happened. We usually did it to try and scare each other or our girlfriends. We all thought it was a joke. That night, there was no one else home except the 7 of us, and we were all together on the board. One of the girls there wanted to try it. She had never done it before. This time was different. The board misspelled some of the words the same way every time. It gave answers that seemed really historically accurate for our town. Long story short, the spirit claimed it was a 10-year-old boy who had died on the property in the 19s and was buried there in an unmarked grave. My friend's house was on a farm at the edge of town. We were all a little freaked out because the board had never been so detailed and consistent. However, we were still skeptical and we were all assuming one of us was trying to scare the rest. Finally, my friend asked if the spirit could do something to prove he was there with us. It went to yes, and then spelled out K-N-O-C-K. Knock. Then the planchette stopped moving. We just all stared at it silently, and then there was a rap, rap, rap on the window next to us. The lights were on outside and there was absolutely no one there. We never touched the freaking board again. If you are speaking on a Ouija board, don't forget to say goodbye, ghost, because otherwise He will be hunting you until he finally kills you. Story number 5. But it's not the story about the ghosts, it's about the people. And for me personally, people are way scarier than something supernatural. Because something supernatural can never happen in your life, but people will always happen. So yeah, story number 5. Forgotten memory. Growing up, my bedroom was the only one that faced the front of the house or street. When I was about 8 or 9, I woke up to my dad calmly but firmly telling me to get up, go in the bathroom, and shut the door. I was annoyed because I was half asleep, but I listened. Apparently I was more tired than I realized, because I fell asleep on the bathroom floor. The next morning, I asked my mom what happened. She seemed oblivious and confused. I looked at my dad like she was crazy, and I asked him why he had woken me up. He denied doing it. I was becoming frustrating to the point of tears, but I ultimately let it go. Fast forward to college. I was home one break, and I decided to ask again. I had thought of that night off and on for years, and it still bothered me. This time, my dad goes, I was wondering if you even remember that. Turns out that a lot of houses on our block were being vandalized and robbed all those years ago. Someone had broken into the garage and was inside the house. My room was partially over the garage. My dad heard it happen and quietly got me to safety. Police were called. The guy ran. He was never caught, however, and my parents didn't want to terrify the kid on their hands. So for years, they pretended like nothing had ever happened. It wasn't supernatural, but it was unsettling for sure. So, that's it for tonight. I hope I could transfer you a little bit of the fall atmosphere. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and a huge thanks to our lovely members from YouTube. Vota, Bigis, Eric, Delany, Johnny, Rubix, Dashti, Salasta, Simoneko, Miss Soldier, Adi, Light, Vipex, Cole, Pupan, Not Been Star, Rivas, TT, Snow, Lights and Blues, Satro, Wachita, and also a huge thanks to our lovely members from Buy Me a Coffee, Vota, Austin,